Namaste, hi, I'm Meera, here again with yet another story, an experience, and my learning. So, the story that I'm going to be sharing that with you all today is a story that most of you know. But why am I sharing? That could be a question. Well, I would say I'm adding my bit of an experience or my perspective, of course, my learning too. Most of the stories that we share are the stories which we hear on a regular basis, or could be those are the stories which we narrate to our children or to the next generation or the future generation per se. So, what story that I have today is that of a fox and the hedgehog. Of course, there are a lot of management lessons, management gurus speaking about these two animals in a story, what you would call it as a like a gamified way, like a storyfied way, and a lesson or a learning or how we can implement these things. It's just not about listening to these stories. It's about how we can connect that with our life, a corporate life or a personal life. A life is a life which is connected with the stories that we live with. Here it is. This fox was always, hunting, and we know about the fox how clever they are. How clever they are. They are, of course. There was a hedgehog living in the same forest, and this fox wanted to eat that hedgehog and enjoy its meal. It tried so many ways. The fox was always flooded with ideas to attack this hedgehog. So many ideas, so many planning, so much of research work, we would call it as. The fox was always thinking about, how to attack this, which are the ways the fox can attack the hedgehog, whether to hit it straight or from the behind or, just attack it. So many thoughts it had, ideas it had. The hedgehog knows that the fox wants to attack the hedgehog. But what the hedgehog did, the hedgehog was thinking only on one particular thing, that it has to escape from the fox. Escape because the for it want to live its life. Obviously, everybody would love to live their life. And Hedgehog had only one principle, or we would call it as a principle, only one thought as to escape from the fox. So it was determined whichever way the fox come, the hedgehog had the thought in its mind might be the end game or the outcome that we call it as in its mind. Yes, I want to escape. I want to run away. That's it. And it had its own mechanism. I would invite you to go and check it out in the net how it tries to escape from the fox, because a story is just not about sharing the entire thing. Sometimes it's about, adding our own bit or trying to find out how the end was. Coming back, yes, in our day-to-day life or in our corporate life per se, so much of, we work on so many projects. We are always behind, or we are running with the schedule, or if we are ahead of the schedule, well, the story you might be wondering, oh my God, tell me some other story. You might say that, of course. So a project is given, we are flooded with ideas, just not our idea, the team's idea, the manager's idea, the super or the skip level manager's idea, or the entire organization's idea. And we would be like, which idea to implement, how to finish this project. We have to do testing, we have to do developing, and so many other things. And end of the day, the product or the services has to hit the market or reach the customers. But before it hits the customer or the market, so many research work that we do. So that is definitely, we can relate that to a fox mentality. Do we call it mentality? Do we can say the methodology. Doing a lot of research work is good enough, but always doing the research work and we get lost into that research, and the end game, the end goal or the outcome or the deliverables get affected. So sometimes it's all about being like that hedgehog, to stay away for some time from what is happening. And that's where, we talk about strategies. The strategies definitely play a pivotal role, because strategies are usually something like you look at the end goal as only one thing and you look at only one path, it's about completing it. It's just not about finding ways what, and what. It's about just go finish the task. So sometimes be like a hedgehog to just think only in a simple way that the job needs to be done. There's one small twist in an angle or a small twist in a way that we do, the entire project is done just like that. So it's a story I wanted to share with you all, and I have some more stories coming your way. Thanks again for listening to the story and my experience or the perspectives that I have been adding, and also writing to me about your experience. Thank you very much. I love reading your mails and the message, and lots more stories coming your way. Of course, I have yet another story that I have planned. It's about the fox and the crab. I'm sure you would immediately go and check the Aesop fables. They are wonderful with a lot of message. Thank you. This is Meera. Namaste.